I want to clear some things up regarding the video I did a couple days ago, talking about 0 page views. And I just kind of want to explain where I'm coming from and why I feel it's important. So let's get to it. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flippin' Ain't Easy. And today I want to make, like I said, want to make a video touching on the whole topic that I covered in the last video. If you haven't watched the last video, put a link to it up there. Made the video to kind of discuss the 0 page views issue that a lot of us are seeing. Don't know if it's a glitch. Some of you think it's a glitch. Some of you just don't know what's going on. I tried to bring to light what I was seeing. I didn't want you to panic, and I hope you still don't. I think that what you're seeing is a lot different than what you're used to seeing, and it can be a shock for some. If you've had an item listed for a year or two, you've had accumulated views over the lifetime of the item, and now you're only seeing 30-day views. Now you're seeing rolling 30-day views. So, today's the 20th, and we're going back all the way to the 20th of last month, and tomorrow it's the 21st, going back to the 21st. So you're seeing a rolling period, and you're going to see a differential in numbers during that rolling period, depending on the demand of that item. If it's increasing demand, you should see more numbers under your views. And if you're seeing less interest, you'll see smaller numbers, as you may have seen in weeks prior on that item, if that makes sense. There is a channel that is a pretty popular channel that recently made a video, and they came out saying how it's not a big deal. Your views shouldn't be anything you should be looking at. It doesn't matter, and they don't look at them, so neither should you. And I beg to differ on that. And I'm not going to throw shade on that channel. I'm not going to tell you who the channel is. I'll let you figure that out. I don't like throwing shade on this channel. If there's something positive, I'll definitely put their name out there. But I don't like causing controversy. I don't want any of it. I don't think it's good for the channel. I don't think it's good for the viewer. And so I'll let you guys figure that out. But he stated that it's not something that he's looked at, over the last week, over the last month, over the last year. And that's fine. But for the rest of us who actually rely on eBay and not YouTube income, let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question. How many large stores do you think don't pay attention to their inventory? They just stock, which is your equivalent of list, and don't pay attention to the items on the shelf to see if they sell or not. If you think that these big box stores don't look to see what brands sell, don't look to see what the trends are on the items that are on their shelves, you might be mistaken, because those numbers eBay gives us, the impressions and the page views, that's your traffic. It goes hand in hand. And that's what eBay supplies you, the seller, is traffic. They make no promises about sales. eBay is going to provide you with the page views, and you have to provide the quality listing to convert those page views, which is a result of impressions. And it's your job as a seller to make the quality price, quality listing, quality photos, quality title that's going to get the sales conversion, okay? Now, in the video that I referenced from the other channel, they showed their own traffic, and they showed one item that was a dog item, which is a hat, right? Had 0 views. Well, if I was him, I would be looking at it as, do I source this item again? That tells a story. It tells me as a seller that item is probably not something I want to buy for $1, maybe $2 next time at a yard sale. Maybe instead of buying another hat, maybe I'll buy another brand name shirt or pants or something else that maybe I've had success with before, because that's what the big stores are doing. They're spending their money on items that they're successful with. And that's kind of what my message is for you. I'm not saying look at the sales reports every day. I'm not saying look at your traffic reports every day. What I do is I have my business week, Monday through Friday. Okay, it's my business. Saturday, I'm continuing, and Sunday, I'm continuing to do the eBay business, but I schedule time within maybe Saturday or Sunday to focus on my accounting, focus on maybe some listings that are problematic, like the low view listings that we're talking about, maybe to do some cross listing, and maybe just account maintenance. Okay. Now I still have my drafts that I've launched, like we talked about in previous videos, where I'm actually accumulating drafts so that when I get to Saturday or Sunday, I don't have to list. I've got it listed for me. I just launch my drafts and I work on a different aspect of my business. Like I said before, I don't take days off. I take time off. So whether it's spending 5 minutes a day on that day off or half the day on that day off, like I like to take weekends off too, like you guys might, I'm still working. And I'm not ignoring, like some channels might tell you, the traffic reports, because I think it tells an important story. Am I going to even bother listing an item that's going to drag my store down? eBay rewards stores that have higher sales conversion ratios. If you have a bunch of items with 0 views, naturally 0 views. Now, I'm not talking about you think it probably is getting more traffic, but because of eBay's glitches, you're not getting the views showing up. That's a totally different story. Once eBay clears all this crap out with their glitches, at least when it pertains to the traffic, we're going to start getting accurate reports on our items. And it will behoove you as a reseller to at least once a month. I do it once a week, but at least once a month, see what types of items in your store are getting the traffic, okay? Because yes, while it only takes one person to view your item to buy it, chances are, especially if you have an item that's not a desirable item, chances are you're going to need a lot of views for that dog item to sell, okay? And so in order for us as sellers to not repeat the same mistakes that we've been making in buying bad merchandise, and that's the thing, a lot of people are like, hey, I've got a lot of items in my store, I'm not getting sales, what's going on, okay? And my only thought is, when I look at some of the store reviews, not all of them, but some, my first thought is, man, if only they sourced better, okay? And these traffic reports are going to tell you all you need to know about future sourcing. So do I buy this lot of items that don't move well for me? Maybe I'm getting a good deal. But if it's going to take you forever to sell those items because the traffic's not there, the interest is not there from these buyers, is it really worth your time and effort? And I think these other channels, at least this other bigger one, maybe, I don't know if it's their way of trying to get you to not panic about the 0 views that a lot of us are seeing on some of our items. But I think it's doing a lot of people who are trying to learn a disservice. I think that as resellers, we need to do a better job of looking at the data, the traffic data, so that we can avoid buying slower moving items in the future. Because in a perfect world, and show me a store that's there, but it doesn't mean we can't still try to strive. For a perfect world in reselling, we are listing only items that have higher impressions, which turns into views, which turns into faster sales. And if you don't think that traffic has an impact on your sales, I don't know what I can tell you. I don't think I'm going to be able to convince you. So it is important, no matter what other channels tell you. It's up to you what to believe. But like I said, if you think the big box stores or the larger eBay stores, for that matter, are continuing their success by buying items that aren't interesting to other buyers, then I don't know what to tell you. So do me a favor, comment down below. I want your input on that. I want to know what you think about these sales reports. Is it even valuable information to you? Do you think that the data will help you determine whether an item is worth buying again to resell? That's my point in this whole thing, and that's why I use these reports. And the faster I can get that item gone, I'm not going to try to buy it again. Now, I buy liquidation, I get pretty much anything. But if I have an item that's a dog item, instead of listing it, because I know it's not going to sell, I'm probably going to throw it in the liquidation pile and liquidate it the heck out of here. That's kind of what I'll do with it next time I have a dog item that doesn't sell. So guys, do me a favor. If you enjoyed the content, and this would be the last video I put out on this whole thing, unless something crazy goes with eBay, it's the last video I'm going to put out about views for now. But if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the content. And of course, hit that notification bell so that you're notified next time I go live, or every couple days I'm dropping a new video. You'll be one of the first ones to know about it. So guys, this tired topic of page views, like I said in the last video, it's not anything to get worried about, but you still need to keep and stay on top of it. If you want to know what items are doing well versus ones that aren't, and it'll tell you a story as to what maybe you should be doing versus what maybe you're doing fine. Maybe you don't have a problem with the traffic, and maybe your stuff is flying off the shelf. And if you are, hey, please leave a comment down below and tell us what you're doing for that to happen. But for the rest of us, these traffic reports and page views and impressions, it's all just another example of how flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to have an excellent weekend, and we will talk to you very soon.